Yeah, good morning. My name is Abdikabir Akinlabi. We'll continue our discussion on array. I've said that array is very key, and they are very important. They are something that will continue till your journey on programming. Even though if you start to use frameworks, you still be using array. So um, we'll be we'll continue from where we stopped. I think this is where, yes, we did something like this. And what we'll be discussing today is some functions of array. I think I've made mention of function during the course of our training, but by the special grace of God, today I'm going to discuss function very well. But let me talk about the some functions of array. Function is something that a code that you have built that do certain tasks. You can decide to build a function that will press a brake. Let me explain function in the concept of car, driving a car. There's a function that is behind you pressing the brake. You only just to press the brake, so the function will triggered. So when you want to accelerate, you press the throttle, and the function of throttling will be fired. So that is function. So we've used certain functions the last time. So and we'll continue the function. Let's assume, okay, look at this gadgets. We told you how to declare an array. You understand? So when you say gadgets index of 3, I told you to serve as a form of revision. Index of 3 is one. This, it starts from index 1 and index 0. This is 1, 2. This is 1. From here to here, 1, 2. Then no, it's 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is index of 3. So when you echo the gadget index of 3, it should give you this mouse. So then this time around, I told you that you can change the value. Here we have changed the value of gadget 3, this index of 3, to be PC. So you have to take note of that. It's very important how to change the value of an array. Now let's assume we want to we want to there is one of the some functions of array we need to discuss. One of them is if you want to get the the number of an array. For example, maybe it's either you declare a variable, maybe array value or array size equals to. Now use a function. The function is known as count. You understand? And I told you when you call a function, it requires a parameter, something that will make the something to work. If I want to send you a message now, there are some parameters that are important. Number one, I have to tell you what you want to buy and the money you use to buy it. That's the example of function and passing the parameter. So what are we counting? We are counting the number of what is inside this gadget, the array. You understand? So this counts gadget will count the elements of this array. Are you getting it? So it will count it. So you terminate this. You can then echo this array size. You understand? So the reason why I'm doing this thing is just for you to understand the concept of programming. I can decide to echo from here, to just put echo here, but I just pass this the result of this inside this array size in order for you to, so that we will be mingling, it will be mixing what we've learned and what we are. You can see it says it's 3. That's in the size of that array is 3. So that is the size. We have 1 is 0, 1, 2 3. You understand? Array this thing start from 0. This is 1 and 0 0 1 2 3. So that is it. So that is, you understand, what I just want you to understand here is count. Let me tell you where you use count. I don't know if you have ever seen a situation whereby when you log into a portal, they will tell you that okay, you have 3 notifications, you have the number of items in your wallet is this. So they use count to check it based on what is, I told you that all these our variables will be coming from database. So you check the size of that database. So let me just take you through some instances. Just is not a programming. We take for instance, we have 100 biscuits, 100 biscuits inside a database. We now said if we sell 1, then you should minus 1 from biscuit database or biscuit variable. When you minus 1 from biscuit variable, then the remaining should be displayed. So this is just a very simple thing. We have 100 biscuits, maybe the size of an array. So when someone buy this thing and the transaction gets completed, you should minus 1. So then the remaining 1. So the size of that variable database, or array is also a data storage something. So this is just a typical example. The reason why I'm using this is so that you know where you can use it. How do we now use it? When we start the real software, this thing, which I mean how to do portal, login and the rest, you now see where all these things are coming to play. So another example, another good this thing function is size of. You understand? You can also use size of. This is also a function. You can just be writing all these functions down, but there are millions. I told you there are millions of functions in PHP. PHP is one of the programming language that has a lot of functions. So by the time you can see, it still remain 3. So that is array, the function, or another function of an array. Now there's another function known as array count value. Array count value. This array count value, it shows the number of occurrence. Let me declare another kind of array so that to serve as a form of learning. Let me just clean all this. Let's assume, so that you learn how to declare an array also. Let's assume we have scores. Scores equals to, how to declare an array now. Array we have 1 3, another 3, person gets 3, another person gets 4, another person gets 7, another person gets 4 again, another person gets 3, another person gets 1, and so on. What is the size of this array? Number 1, let us echo the size. Echo size of what? This scores. You understand? That is completed. Then echo again. Echo, a new function we'll be discussing now is array count values. You understand? Array count values. Or let me just pass this scores to it. Number 1, the reason why this one will not work is because I'm not supposed to echo it. I supposed to, maybe when you want to print different this thing, what's it called? Array is actually to print. Let me show you the size of. I think there are size of. I want to confirm if I'm not making mistakes, so that I will know where there is a mistake somewhere. Okay, look at it. This is the mistake. So let us first of all test this count of. When you are writing program, you have to be terminating, especially in PHP. You have 8, the count of. Then we have let me try echo array array count value of scores. Normally when the result that is coming out from something is this thing will not work. It's only show you that thing is an array. But let me try and pass let me try and use print r to see how it's going to pass it. So the same unexpected array count of values. Okay, the where we use count of value is let us have a set of array, because we need to supply what is actually what we want to count. Let's take for instance you have names. Let me use our names. We have names. So inside the name consists of array. Are you getting it? And let us use associative array. In associative array, in order for you to get it again, we have maybe you have first person pointing to Adisa Sikiru. Maybe probably is he has the first slot. We are talking about slots. We are having second slot is also pointing to maybe Adisa Sikiru also got the second point. Are you getting it? So I want to, so that you will not this thing will not enter into this thing, so that it will not display something that you will not be saying. So we have third slot. Let's take for instance this third slot. You can make the key this is called key in array, equals to we have this one this time around Alex Hidalgo. Another person, this fourth slot who has it, maybe we have Abdulkabir. Now fifth, I want to make sure I'm not making syntax error, and that is comma. So fifth, this one we are doing is associative array. Fifth, maybe it is Alex also. And so on. So this time around, you don't forget your you terminate this statement from here. So you won't I want to observe I'm not making mistakes. So now we now have let us declare a variable, call it results. Result equals to array. Now we want to use the function array count value of what? Names. Array count values of names. You understand? Array count values name. Yes, array count value, that's a function. Now this time around, this one here is a function. We just call it to check, to give us the function of this. So let us now use print r results. Print r results. So print r results will now, don't know why my text editor is misbehaving. So print r results. So let me see, I think I'm making mistakes somewhere. Let me check the unexpected third on line 4. So I think it's because I'm doing okay. I think is this comma. Are you getting it? I have to put comma there. So now look at it. It's telling us that Adisa Sikiru is having, how many times is it does it appear? We have 2 times. Alex also 2 times. Let me increase another, let me give Adisa Sikiru another slot, but this time around I just want to give it a key of an integer. You understand? You know, I told you that array key can be anything. So Adisa Sikiru again. So this one you can use it to, let me give you an instance whereby you need to get number of slots someone has, or the scores, or the kind of you understand? You know, Adisa Sikiru is now 3. So all these things are going to be very, very useful. So they are going to be very, very useful. So another this thing is, look at this same array. There is going to be a time whereby you need to be, another function that is very, very important is maybe you have results or numbers. Let me call it row numbers. You know, when you are calling rows, row number equals to array. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 again, 4 again, 1 again. So this is an array now. Are you getting it? So now when you now say for example, we now declare, you will now use a function sort. This sort is to sort those numbers. You know, normally when you say print r without sorting, when you say print r, you know, print r is used to print something in different dimensions. That's a print array. Print r roll number. Let us first of all do that. So you know, this is what is happening. 1 in the in index 0 we have 1. In inside the we have 1. Inside the index 1 we have 1 again. Inside the index of 2 we have 2. Index of 3 we have 3. Index of 4 we have 4. Index of 5 we have 3. Are you getting it? Index of 6 we have 4. Index of 7 we have 1. So that is how these are, you know, from this 0, 1, 2 index. These are the index. But when you want to sort them, you know, you can decide to even put the sort here. That's what I think. So sort, you understand? You pass the sort function there. Syntax error, I think. Okay, I've omitted the function. I don't know, sorry, I don't know what is wrong. So this is how it's supposed to be. Is seriously, my mouse is telling me it's just doing. So sort roll number, okay, it will only give me 1 result, because the syntax will not work that way, because of the fact that it is a single dimensional array. Let me first of all just sort it directly. Sort, you know, the function is sort. Then what are we sorting? Roll number. You understand? The reason why it will not give me that result that time is because, you know, it is multi-dimensional. I want to print certain things, different you know, those of you that are doing mathematics, there's one subject known as matrices. And when you want to print, we have different kinds of matrices. We have multi-something matrices. I'm not a discipline of mathematics. So this time around, when we want to print different things for an array, we can use for each. For each, you know how to use for each, so that you let me go to for each, so that I can take you back to how to do it. For each roll number as maybe any variable as I. You know the meaning of for each. I like to repeat some things. You know, for each row number, that means that for each of this, it will now be variable I. You understand? So that's for each. You can now echo I. echo I. Then you can also echo a break tag. You understand? Echo I dot break tag. So you can have it like this. So you can see what actually happened here. If you notice, is array sort is used to sort all these values based on the, what's it called, the numbers, the numbering system. If you have this in here also, if you have different kinds of array, maybe probably you have what's it called, maybe here you have string array Abdul Kebir. This one we also have string array here, maybe Bulyamin. Here we have this one also, we sort it. We have Ishaq here. Here we have Ali here. Here we have Ahmad, and here we have Bright. Sorry, this is my text editor. Here we have Bright. Then here let's have Captain or Wako Chila. So let's have those people so that we won't. Yes, like this. So now you remember that we have sort the roll number. So we now say for each roll number as I. When you want to get a single element from an array, you have to use for each, because array has different values. You cannot just echo an array like that. That's why it's always give me error. I will do that for you now. Let me just do this. So you can see that even Wakochila that was put in number something like this is now, because Wako is starting with W. So this is how to sort array with this sort statement. There is another one known as assort. That assort is actually the same thing with sort, except the fact that with the index number will not change. But because we are not using index here, so we are not using, it's the same thing as a sort. We have different kinds of this thing, but just go and do your personal research on a sort function. You see that the difference is just that one will not change the index key. You understand? But because this one, let me tell you something. This one, this kind of array, Abdul Kabir now will now turn to index 0. Ahmad will be index 2. Index 1. Ali will be index 3. But meanwhile, in this place, this one is actually 0. This one is in the index number 1. So it will this normal sort will not change the index. So but this assort will not change the index. So this Ali that is coming to number 2 will still remain in index 0, 1, 2, 3. Will still remain in index 3. You understand? So that is the difference between sorts and assorts. Assorts. So we have different functions. You understand? So when you want to add this in array dot length, we have I think we've done that. We have the number of this thing. So I told you that array is going to be what we are going to discuss last. So in the next video today, also maybe probably in the evening, we are still going to do work on array. So especially on the functions, function as a topic, because function also is important. Function as a topic, then we do some functions of an array also. So thank you very much.